What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about HNT today, Helium. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Okay, here we are on this, the 26th of April, sitting at about $4.20, up 37% on this month so far. Bullishly engulfing not just the last month, but man, if you can close a little bit higher, you're looking to bullishly engulf the last 2 months if you can get above $4.23 by the end of the month. I think you can. I think you can. Let's look at this on a daily basis. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, clearly getting some separation from this downtrend. You have a nice double bottom to play off of here. You broke out, found support at your breakout point. Now you're continuing upwards. I don't think that it stops here. No offense to the double top idea, but I don't think that you're substituting a double bottom for a double top and then coming back down. I don't think that's going to happen. It could happen. I have seen this happen before, actually. These kind of double bottom, double top scenarios. I've seen it. It's kind of uncanny how it happens, but and you are set up to look that way. But to be fair, you just got overbought. You had a very bullish candle here. I wonder, do you have anything with volume? Can I see something with some volume? That's a lot of volume. I don't know, man. I'm okay with this not stopping here and calling for it to continue going upwards. Now, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If you don't move up immediately, that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're gonna go below these lows, right? I still believe you could go down and come back up, right? If you saw a little volatility, that's fine. I don't believe that this is gonna happen, but let's talk about it. If you were to go below this low, which is possible. Let's be fair, it's possible. If you were to go below that low, you'd probably find support around $2.94, $2.80. You're at 420 now. I don't see that happening. I don't personally see that happening. But if you were to go down there, that would be where you go. Down around here, it'll be a higher low. It'll be something to build from. Overall, everything that we're talking about to the upside will still happen. It'll just happen at a later date. That's all it means. Okay, so let's talk about the upside. The fact that you got overbought to me is a powerful signal on the daily. It tells me that you're not stopping here, that you have more growth to go, and the fact that you are kind of flirting with this area of resistance here, a prior area of support, tells me that you're looking to break through in a very short amount of time. If we're looking at this from an overall high from December 2024 to the low of March 9th here, high to low, you are consolidating around the 382. This is actually a really good setup, you guys. This is a very powerful setup. I have no doubt in my mind you're going up to the golden ratio, if not even the 786, 886 area, something between 560 and $8. What is that? $8.30 or $8.51. So 564 to 851, somewhere in that zone. Where are you going to stop? It's kind of hard to say. I will say that with this kind of wicking and this kind of consolidating behavior here, it wouldn't surprise me if you did reach for like 730 or higher. But we're going to stick with the golden ratio call for now. 564 to 630. This is the next target area. You have prior areas of support here, prior resistance here, support there going back, resistance there going back. I mean, I could put a line right here, like right at the golden ratio. Nope, that's not right at the golden ratio. Right there at the golden ratio, and you can see the significance in the price. I tried to make it a little bit lower. I don't know why it keeps popping up. There we go. Yeah, support, resistance, support, going back in time. It's a significant area. So I do believe 564, somewhere around there, you'll find resistance. Okay. But that's your next move. And I think I wouldn't be surprised, looking at this on a daily time frame, I wouldn't be surprised if this happened within the next week, within the next like 7 days or less. We've got 4 days left in the month, right? Yeah, 4 days, 9 hours left in the month. You could, by the end of the month, be up here. And that would be awesome. Again, that'd be awesome because you'd be bullishly engulfing not just this month, this prior month, but last month as well. One second. Very bullish endeavors ahead. Looking at this on a daily basis again, just looking to see if I've got anything here. Looking at this here, it's not so common when you get in the overbought zone to stop where you are here. Oftentimes you stop a little bit higher, right? And this you see what I mean, right? If not here, higher. So this goes very well with the idea, hand in hand with the idea that you're not done here. You're probably about to break out, and my guess would be that if you're about to break out, a move up to that golden ratio would take you above this line here. So I would expect deeper extensions into the overbought zone. And I don't think that you're stopping here. I think you got more to go. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour, a little bit of a double top, bearish divergence, yes. Okay. So maybe you do pull back a little bit first, down to about 385. But again, I don't think that you're stopping here, right? Maybe a momentary bit of volatility, but you're higher lows, higher highs on the way up, right? You're not gonna just because I'm saying you don't stop here doesn't mean that you can't have some volatility, right? On your way up, I would say that from here to here, you didn't stop, but there was volatility. There were moments where you move sideways, right? You know, it's not a perfect thing. I think you are on your path higher. I don't think that you're going to go see lower lows. You're not breaking trend. This is not a double top, but it might scare some people into thinking it's a double top if we keep dropping lower. If we find support at 390, a prior area of resistance right here and here, if we find support right there at around 390, 380, and then move up, I would expect that. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but looking at the 4-hour time frame, it wouldn't surprise me if we move down here by the end of today, maybe even early tomorrow. It was a quick move, and then boom, from there we start moving up. I really mean it whenever I said it. I wouldn't be surprised at all if by the end of the month we were at like 560 or 564 or higher. Okay, I want to look at the 1-hour time frame now. 1-hour RSI, this looks bearish as well. So this helps confirm maybe over the coming hours, it looks like it wants to come up a little bit. You're at 420 now. Maybe you move up to about like 430 over the next few hours. If you're watching this and this video is made like 3 hours ago, it wouldn't surprise me if you're at 430 or have at least been there or on your way there. And then by the end of the day, you probably continue to come down, right? Find resistance at prior support, prior resistance, continue to go down. We're looking for that 380 to 390 area as support. And then once you find support there, you'll be building, you'll be seeing new highs. I really wouldn't be surprised if you're above these areas here, if you were breaking out of this zone as early as tomorrow, right? What do I mean by this zone? I mean by like this zone here, breaking above this. It wouldn't surprise me if you were end of tomorrow, a full 24 hours from now, 24 plus 9, so it's like what 33 hours from now, if you were above this area. And then ultimately, of course, going higher. So HNT, Helium here. Let's talk about, I don't know if I said H bar. I just made a video on H bar, but if I've called this H bar at all, just understand I'm just waking up. Here you are finding support at prior resistance here, okay? Low to high. Golden ratio support as well. Very beautiful double bottom, golden ratio bounce. We love it, all that good stuff. Looking at not H bar, HNT, Helium. $761 million market cap, $22 million in 24-hour volume. I know that there's a lot of hype around the AT&T, HNT partnership. I don't know if it's a partnership, a collaboration, whatever you want to call it. I know that there's a lot of hype around that, but don't be surprised if some volatility comes your way, right? A lot of people expect that once they see good news that means that it's time to buy, but oftentimes that means it's time to wait to buy because the people buy the news and then they sell the event and then you come back up. But when did that news? That news is old anyway, so I don't think that it's really relevant to this pump right here. But do expect turbulence, right? Let's see, we're at about $762 million right now, $760 million right now. As far as all-time highs go, let's see what your potential is, okay? From a high to a low here, high to a low there. The average expectation for the average altcoin whenever you see new all-time highs is the 1618 to the 2272. Not always. Average does not mean always, but that's what I normally jump to. What's the 1618? Now that's 100. That's 147x. So the issue I have with this is that your general minimum target would be the 1618, but that 148x actually, that puts you over $100 billion. And I'm not saying that you can't see that happen. I'm just saying most cryptos that are going to be over $100 billion this cycle, they're worth over $1 billion now. You know what I mean? They're probably worth billions of dollars in market cap now. So I don't know if I believe that that's going to happen. I could see it happening, but as far as higher prices go, as far as anything else goes, I'm not a proponent of that. So let's stick with $631 for HNT being the maximum potential target that we could see. That's right around, it's a little bit above $100 billion. I could see it happening. I'm just not holding my breath over it. I wouldn't bet on it happening, but I would not bet against it, okay? Now, the 1272 being the minimum target, I like this. I think this is a good minimum target there, 38x. I expect the average altcoin to do something on the lines of like a 30x. So this seems about fair for the minimum target. Again, I don't expect you to stop here. I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't bet against it. The 1414, I could see this happening. 284, oftentimes you do go just above that area there. So something above 300 or right around $300, maybe even just below $400 could happen as well. This is the area that I believe most in. I think that this makes a lot of sense, and I could see you stopping here because this would provide a market cap that's not quite at $100 billion, but something around like 60 billion, right, or a little bit around there. I could see that. I could really see that happening, right? And that's a good area there. So 284, 384, somewhere in that zone there. That's what I believe will be your all-time high expectations by the end of the cycle. When's the end of the cycle? Everybody wants to know. Nobody knows. But I'm thinking it'll be sometime in November for the average altcoin, maybe earlier for some coins, maybe later for some coins, but Q4 of 2025, that's the expectation. I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. HNT looks very bullish. It does look very, very bullish. I think that it will continue to grow even by the end of the month. But don't be surprised if over the coming hours, if we drop a little bit, if we do see prices that are down at about just below $4 there, 380 at the lowest. I wouldn't expect that we go any lower. And if we do, it's fine. If we do, it's fine. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I don't believe this is going to happen. But you could drop all the way to 290, 280, and you're fine. We're calling for prices a dollar higher at 390 to 380, but 290, 280, if it comes, it's a higher low, you're fine. It'd be a little volatility, it'll shake people out. A lot of the paper hands, the weak hands would sell, but the diamond hands would step in and buy here, and we would go up. But I don't even expect that to happen. I'm just saying if things happen that are outside my realm of expectations, we talk about this, because if I'm saying we'll find support around here and we go through, people might panic sell at the worst possible time, and this is not the time to sell, this is the time to buy. This is not the time to sell, this is the time to buy, right? Because inevitably, regardless of how low we go, if we go lower at all, we're going to be moving up. Okay, the amount that we move to the downside pales in comparison to how much growth we have to go. So don't mess it up there. I've got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. My voice is dying. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.